Have you ever noticed that you feel really good when someone needs your help? You are always available, you solve people's problem, you give advice, you check up on everyone. And sometimes you even feel uncomfortable when people stop needing you. You might think, oh, I am just being a caring person, I'm caring. And maybe you are. But sometimes there is something deeper. It's deeper than what you think. You may have become addicted to feeling needed. And the scary part is you might not even realize it. You struggle to say no. Someone asks you for a favor, and even when you are exhausted, you say yes. Not because you actually want to, but because saying no makes you feel guilty. You start thinking, what if they think I'm selfish? What if they don't need me anymore? So you sacrifice your own time and energy just to remain useful. You feel uncomfortable when someone becomes independent. This one can be very hard to notice. You help someone through a difficult situation and eventually they become capable of handling things themselves. You should be happy for them, but instead, a small part of you feels unnecessary because when they don't need your help anymore, you don't know where you fit. And that's when you realize you weren't only helping them, you were also getting your sense of worth from being needed. You solve people's problem even when they don't ask you to do it. Someone tells you, oh, I'm having a difficult day. Before they even finish talking, you're already trying to fix everything. You're already giving advice. You're already making plans. In fact, you even go to the extent of contacting people to come to their rescue. You try to rescue them. Sometimes people don't need you to fix their problems. They just want you to listen to them. But if being needed has become part of your identity, simply listening can feel like you're not doing anything. You feel guilty when you prioritize yourself. You finally decided to rest. You don't answer messages quickly. You spend money on yourself. You take a day for yourself. And suddenly, you're feeling guilty. You start wondering, should I be doing this for someone? That's a sign that you have started confusing selflessness with self-neglect. Being a good person doesn't mean constantly abandoning yourself for other people. You secretly enjoy being the strong one. Everyone comes to you when there's a problem. You are the dependable friend, the person who always knows what to do, the person everyone calls even when things go wrong, and you love to be that person. There's nothing wrong with being dependable, but the problem begins when you feel like you must always be strong because being strong is the only time you feel valuable. So you never ask people for help. You never show weaknesses. You just keep giving and giving and giving. You become resentful but still helping. This is one of the biggest signs. You keep doing things for people, but eventually you become frustrated. After everything I've done for you, you start saying things like, I feel unappreciated. You start feeling like people are taking advantage of you. But here is the uncomfortable question I never asked. Do you ever communicate your limits? Sometimes resentment grows because we were giving more than we genuinely want to give, hoping that people will recognize our efforts. You don't even know when nobody needs you. This is the deepest sign. Imagine everyone around you suddenly became okay. Nobody needed your advice. Nobody needed you to solve anything. Nobody needed you to come and rescue them. What will you do with yourself? What will you do? Will you still feel valuable? Would you still know who you are? Because your words shouldn't disappear when you are no longer needed or when you no longer feel useful to someone. Your words shouldn't disappear. Being needed feels good. It makes us feel important, valued, connected. But there's a big difference between being needed and being loved. You don't have to constantly solve everyone's problem to deserve a place in their lives. You don't have to exhaust yourself to prove that you care. You don't even have to be useful every minute of the day to have value. Sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is step back and let people handle their business. Let them handle their lives. Let them figure out things themselves. Let them grow and let yourself rest. Because you are more than what you do for people. You are still valuable. When you are not trying to fix anything, you're still valuable. You're still worthy when you are not helping anyone. And you are still lovable, even when nobody needs you. Okay? You're still valuable. So if this video was helpful to you, do well to subscribe to this channel for more videos like this.